Tonight, the New York Rangers fell 5-1 to the Columbus Blue Jackets, making it their second loss in a row. This was Game 3 of their 4-game homestand, and so far they have only picked up the win against the Anaheim Ducks, where they prevailed 6-2. Coming out of that game, it seemed like the team and Coach Gallant wanted to take that win and improve upon it. They seemed unsatisfied with the outcome, and despite getting the 2 points in the end, were critical of how they played. On Thursday, the Rangers played the San Jose Sharks, and despite their best efforts, they dropped this one in overtime 3-2. This game was penalty central, with 4 collective penalties called in the first 8 minutes of play. The Sharks were hungry for their first win of the season and to change the narrative of their matchups against the Rangers. Prior to this game, the Sharks had not bested the Rangers in 7 meetings dating back to January 25th of 2018. In this Thursday night game at the Garden, though, they came out swinging, and it was clear that this was not going to be an easy matchup. The Rangers started out strong through periods 1 and 2, but as Coach Gallant said after the game, there was a drop-off in the third.
I have no idea where that came from. I have no idea what went wrong. I mean, it was just a total collapse. It's embarrassing, actually. When guys are standing in front of your net banging in 4 rebounds and, Chesky to make 4 saves in that one spot, I mean, that doesn't happen with our team and with any team in the NHL, So it was just, I don't know, it wasn't one line or one player. It was a total collapse of the whole team, and that's what's disappointing.
Though he did not know what went wrong in the third, it was evident that something needed to change. Captain Jacob Trouba spoke in the locker room after the game about how it seemed like perhaps the defensemen were just jumping in preemptively, saying that this is not just an offensive free-for-all, but that the defense has to be strong too. Then, in tonight's game, perhaps that was taken a little bit too far as their offense seemed to be lacking energy and drive that they've had before. There seemed to be a disconnect. They were not connecting on passes like we've seen them do in the past. Additionally, there were a number of fairly wide open shots that were missed, much to the dismay of the MSG crowd. The team seemed frazzled and tired, and despite playing on home ice, they looked pretty lost. As the game went on, it was clear that the team was getting frustrated, and you could just sense that body language on the ice. The lone goal for the Rangers tonight, though, came from none other than the bread man, Artemi Panarin. He is on an absolute roll this season, and despite the outcome of the last 2 games, he has managed to stay atop the league in points and tied for top of the league in assists. But a successful team cannot just rely on one person. The Rangers looked a lot slower tonight collectively than they have in the past, and Coach Gallant was very clear that he needs this to change going forward.
I want to play faster. When we play faster, we're a much better team. And when we play faster, we have more body contact. We do, and it's all 3 zones. It was just like we look slow. We look like we were the team that played back-to-back games.
The Rangers will need to find some speed ahead of Tuesday night, where they will face off against the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are notoriously fast, and with players like Cale Makar, Mikko Rantanen, and Valeri Nichushkin on the ice, the Rangers' top line will need to match their energy. People are saying that this game could be a preview of what we end up seeing in the Stanley Cup final, and gaining confidence and a win before the Rangers hit the road will be key. Tuesday night's game against the Avalanche is sure to be an exciting one, but until then, for WFUV Sports, I'm Samantha Bohrer.